Hi and welcome. Today we're going to talk about all the rares that I find interesting in Absolute Judgment. So let's begin, let's not waste any time. The first card is Stealing Yule Knight, Estelle. She's a normal unit grade 1, boost, 6000 power, 1 critical, 0 shield, Royal Paladin. Amazing artwork by the way as always. She's a Sentinel and her effect is when this unit is placed on GC from your hand, if you have Vanguard with Yule Knights in its card name, call the same number of cards from the top of your deck to GC as the number of your other units with Yule Knights in its card name. So pretty much, I do kind of like this card. I mean, in a way, but in another way, I don't really care so much for it because there are probably better perfect cards. But basically, you place this card on GC if you have a Vanguard of Yule Knight in its card name. And then you call the same number of cards from the top of your deck to GC as the number of your other units with Yule Knight in its card name. So you can call kind of a lot from the top of your deck, but at the same time, I don't know if you want to do that. I mean, sometimes you might get grade 3s and stuff like that, and I'm not the biggest fan of these type of Sentinels, so I guess okay, but not anything that I would write any good stories about or anything. It's just okay. The next card is Ice Crest Goddess Svava. I think that's how you say it. Ice Crest Goddess Svava. Did for example, did she have a flavor text? Oh, she had a flavor text. Countless Yules standing together will turn away those who wish them harm. Okay, she's pretty sweet flavor text though, but that doesn't change her effect. So, Ice Crest Goddess Svava. She is a normal unit, grade 3, twin drive, 11,000 power, 1 critical, Genesis. And her flavor text is, Sacred One, if you would wish it, I would entrust this spear unto you. Okay, that's cool. Her effect is Revelation VCRC. When this unit is placed on the specified circle, look at the top card of your deck and you may put it into your soul. So you may put it into your soul, so you don't have to put it into your soul. And you may put that card into your soul, so you don't have to. And if you do, rest one of your rear guards. So if you put the card into your soul, you have to rest a rear guard. But if you don't do it, well, then you don't do it. So she has VCRC, 1 turn, Generation Break 1, Soul Blast 3 normal units. This unit gets power plus 5000 until the end of turn. If this unit is on VC, draw a card. So basically, if this card is on rearguard circle, it only gets plus 5k until the end of turn by soul blasting 3 normal units. But if this card is on your VC, you get to draw a card and you get 5k. So you only get 5k if this card is on rearguard circle, but if it's on vanguard circle, you get 5k and draw a card. That's pretty much what it does. I think this card is okay. I mean, if you want a backup vanguard, like if you want a backup grade 3, I mean, she's not the worst. She gets 5k if she is on your rear guard, and if she is on your vanguard, you get 1 card and 5k. So I think this card definitely has some playability. I like the art more than I like the effect, but yeah, she's still pretty good. Next card is Secret Elsie. She is a normal unit, grade 1 boost, 6000 power, 1 critical, 0 shield, Genesis. And her flavor text is not translated just yet, so she has Revelation VC. When this unit is placed on the specified circle, look at the top card of your deck and you may put it into your soul, and if you do, rest one of your rear guards. You know what Revelation does, so when this unit is placed in GC from your hand, during the battle that your vanguard is attacked, choose any number of cards from your soul and put them into your drop zone. Call the same number of cards from top of your deck to GC as the number of cards you put into your drop zone with this effect. Okay, she's pretty sweet. I mean, you can put this card in GC from your hand during the battle that your vanguard is attacked. And then you choose any number from cards from your soul and just dump them into your drop zone. And then you can call the same number of cards from the top of your deck to GC. That's what as the number of cards you put into your drop zone with this effect. So you can put 8 cards into your drop zone if you put all 8 cards from your soul to the drop zone. I don't know if this card is good. I just don't know if this is good. It's interesting, but like I said, and once again, really good artwork on this card though, but the effect leaves a little bit to be desired. I feel like it's you can do a lot with it, but you can. I mean, I don't really think you want to put so many cards from your soul into your drop zone. When it comes to Genesis, that just seems a little bit counteractive to what you want to do. You probably want to use that for more powerful effects and more guaranteed effects, because you can take the same number of cards from the top of your deck, but, you know, they will go to the drop zone, so I don't think they go back to the deck afterwards, so I think they go to the drop zone, but if they go back to the deck, maybe it's a little bit more better, but, you know, it doesn't say that the card goes back to the deck, so I guess they go to a drop zone. I don't know. I personally don't like this card as much, depending on what it does. If the card's called with this effect goes back to the deck again, and not to the drop zone, it might be worth it. But I think that they don't, so it's okay. I mean, it's cool artwork and all that, but nothing to write home about. The next card is Demented Executioner. This is a normal unit grade 2 intercept, 9000 power, 1 critical, 5000 shield, dark zone, dark irregular. And the flavor text is: Hell's Executioners don't even give you time to fear death. Oh, they don't give you time to fear death? These guys are brutal. And of course, this card has darkness. The ability is active if cards have been put into your soul during this turn. So if you put a card into your soul, this ability is active, of course. Counterblast 1. If the number of cards in your soul is 6 or more, this unit gets power plus 2000 until the end of turn. So if you have 6 or more cards in your soul, this card gets plus 2k. Not too bad. Until the end of turn, of course, only. And if the number of cards in your soul is 10 or more, this unit gets power plus 3000 until the end of turn. I mean, you can still use him with the 6 card because he gets 2k and become 11k. I believe, yeah, he becomes 11k, and that's just 6 cards. 10 cards, yeah, he becomes 12k, but, you know, it's not a big increase. When this unit is placed in RC, look at 7 cards from the top of your deck, search for up to 1 card with the darkness ability among them, and put it into your soul and shuffle your deck. This I actually do like. I mean, you look at top cards, you choose one with darkness ability, you put it into your soul, and then you just shuffle your deck. I actually like the second ability. I mean, the second ability is pretty good. The first ability is not bad either. I mean, you get 2k for 6 cards in your soul, and then you get 3000 for, you know, only 10 cards in your soul. But the second ability really makes this card, when you can look at top 7 cards and choose one card with the darkest ability and just put it into your soul. That's what makes this card, in my opinion. I actually like this card. Demented Executioner, you are truly, truly demented. I mean, this card is just really good. I mean, yeah, really good. Next card is Edge in Darkness. This is a normal unit, grade 1, boost, 7000 power, 1 critical, 500 shield. Dark irregular. And the flavor text in this card is: anytime and from anywhere, the dark blade takes aim at that life. This has Generation Break 1 darkness, and of course we know how darkness works. During your turn, if you have 6 or more cards in your soul, this unit gets plus 3k. So it becomes 10k. I mean, that's not bad. For 6 cards in your soul, that's pretty good. Counter RC. If you have 10 or more cards in your soul, this unit gets intercept. And CONT RC, this unit can't intercept. This unit can intercept from the back row. Oh my god! If you have 10 cards or more in your soul, this card gets intercept, and you can intercept from the back row. I mean, this card is brutal. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely liking these 2 cards. Like, these 2 Dark Irregular cards are super good. I mean, nothing to say. Like them a lot. I mean, yeah, nothing to say about these 2 really awesome cards. Next card is Barking Dragon Tamer. I love the dragon, and she's kind of small to the dragon, she's not that big. Grade 3, Twin Drive, 11,000 power, 1 critical, Pale Moon, amazing artwork as always, Pale Moon is always good. I shall only show this to you, Pale Breath. I guess we die, because I don't know. Auto, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Choose a card from your hand and discard it. When this unit is placed on VC, you may pay the cost, and if you do, retire all of your rear guards. Your opponent chooses the same number of his or her rear guards as the number of your rear guards retired. with this effect and retire them. Until the end of turn, this unit gets power plus 1000 for each unit retired with this effect, and you cannot normal call. This card is really interesting. I mean, this might be a backup vanguard you want to run, because you counterblast one, you soul blast one, and then you choose a card from your hand and discard it. Then, when this card is placed on VC, you pay that cost. Then you retire all of your rear guards. That's pretty damn powerful. Then your opponent chooses the same number of rear guards and retire them as the rear guards you retire with your effect. And until the end of turn, this unit gets power plus 1000 for each unit retired with this effect. So say that you retire maybe 4 cards, your opponent has to also retire 4 cards, you get basically 8k, so she becomes 19k by that, so it's pretty impressive. I think that's how it works, because it says for each unit retired with this effect, and I think it counts both sides, so if 4 of your cards get retired and 4 of hers or his gets retired, that becomes 8k to this card. I mean, it could be kind of powerful. I think this has some potential. I mean, the effect definitely has powerful. Like, it's a little bit expensive maybe because you have to soul blast 1 and then you have to counterblast 1 and discard a card. So 3 cards to get this effect might be a little bit too expensive. But you get to, and you have to destroy all cards you control, and then your opponent has to destroy the same number of cards they control. But, you know, say that you only have 4 and he has 5, he only has to retire 4 because you only retired 4. And then you get like 8k. I don't really know if this is... it might be kind of interesting though. It might be an interesting card. Maybe a one-off just for some really fun plays, you know. Just for the things you can do with this card. Just run this card as one-off in your deck just for fun. I think that's what I would do because, you know, I like the effect. So, yeah, I like this card. Next card is Present Evil Tamer Meriel. She's a normal unit, grade 3, twin drive, 11,000 power, 1 critical, pale moon. Amazing artwork as always. And the flavor has not been translated. She has Magia Auto Counterblast 1. When this unit is placed on VC, you may pay the cost. And if you do, choose one of your grade 1 or lower cards with the Magia ability in your soul, call it to RC, and at the end of the turn, put it into your soul. So basically, you can counterblast 1 when this card is placed on VC, and if you do that, you can call a grade 1 or lower card with the Magia ability from your soul to RC, and then you put it back during the end of the turn. So it's pretty good. I mean, a good first ability. I mean, if you want a new grade 3 Magia ability card, I feel like this one is pretty good. It definitely does the job, but I don't think it's the best, but it has a second effect. Generation Break 1. When this unit is placed on RC from your soul, until the end of turn, it gets power plus 2000, and if it were placed on RC due to a Magia ability, it gets plus 2k. Here's where I think it's good. Because it generates Break 1, when this unit is placed on RC from your soul, until the end of turn, it gets plus 2k. And if it was placed through a Magia ability, it gets another plus 2k, so it gets 4000. So then it becomes a 15k. I feel like that's pretty good. I think that this card has some playability. I mean, this card is more of a show and tell kind of thing. Like, you want to show off a little bit, you can play this card. I think that this card actually is good. You can actually play this in a Magia build. I definitely like this card. I mean, I would consider running this in a Magia build. I mean, I like the first effect because you can call a card from your soul as long as it's grade 1 or less. Or lower. And then of course the other ability, if this card is called from your soul, it gets plus 2k, and it gets another plus 2k if it was a Magia ability. So 4k, I think this card can be pretty good. I mean, just the potential this card have, that makes me interested into what this card can do. So it makes me interested. At least that's something. Next card is Nightmare Doll Clarice. This is a normal unit, grade 1 boost, 6000 power, 1 critical, 5000 shield, pale moon. The flavor text has not been translated, but art from this card is amazing. this has auto RC at the beginning of the guard step of the battle that your vanguard with Nightmare Doll in its card name was attacked, you may move this unit to GC. When this unit is put into your drop zone from GC, if you have a vanguard with Nightmare Doll in its card name, put this card into your soul. I really like this card. I really do like this card. I mean, Nightmare Doll Clarice, amazing. This is another card for Nightmare Dolls. First of all, if this card is on RC and your vanguard with Nightmare Doll in its card name is attacked, you can move this card to GC. And if it was put into the drop zone from GC, you can put this card into the soul of a Nightmare Doll vanguard. I mean, just being able to put this card from your drop zone into the soul of a Nightmare Doll vanguard is pretty good. And it doesn't say that you can probably put it, even if it's in your back row, you can probably put it from your back row into, you know, the Guardian Circle. So it doesn't specify where it has to be on the field. As long as it's on an RC, you can put it into your Guardian Circle. So say you put this behind your vanguard, you can still put it into GC, and if it's destroyed, it goes into your soul. It's just good. I think this card has a lot of potential as well. I really like this card, but please tell me what you think about this card. I really like it. I do think this card has a lot of potential. Now we're going to talk about Rambling Shade. It's a grade 2 normal unit, intercept, 9000 power, 1 critical, 5000 shield, Grand Blue. Amazing artifacts always. And this has the hollow ability. When this unit is placed in RC, you may have it become hollowed. If you do, retire it during the end of your turn. So you can make it hollow if you want to. Auto RC. Put 2 cards from the top of your deck into your drop zone. When this unit attacks a vanguard, you may pay that cost. And if you do, this unit gets power plus 2000 until the end of battle. That's okay. I mean, if you want cards into your drop zone, that's a good way to get them there. And you get plus 2k. So you put two cards to your drop zone, get 2k. Not bad. Generation Break 1. When this unit intercepts, if the number of cards with the hollow ability in your drop zone is 4 or more, this unit gets shield plus 5000 until the end of battle. So that's good, because if you put cards to your graveyard and it happens to get 4 or more, you know, cards with the hollow ability in your graveyard, you can basically give it another 5k when it intercepts. So it's good. I mean, I definitely think this has some fun potential as well. I mean, the first ability, you put 2 cards from the top of your deck to your drop zone and get 2k. Not bad. And if you have 4 or more cards with the hollow ability, you can get 5k if you intercept with it. So, not too bad. I like this card. I do like it a lot. It has potential and amazing artwork as always. The next card is Boros Royal Guard Irie. It's a normal unit, grade 2, intercept, 9000 power, 1 critical, 5000 shield, Neo Nectar. And the flavor text is, we are along with Boros, the great Ira. Yeah? You have Act RC 1 turn, Counterblast 1. If you have a grade 3 or greater vanguard with Boros in its card name, this unit gets power plus 2000 until the end of turn. So basically, if you Counterblast 1 and you have a grade 3 Boros card, this card gets plus 2k until the end of turn. Then choose one of your other rear guards, and that unit will be regarded as a unit with the same card name as this unit until the end of turn. That's not too bad. You choose another rear guard and it becomes this. You choose another rear guard and that unit will be regarded as a unit with the same card name as this unit. So until the end of turn, of course. But that's pretty good. So you can make another card in the field become Boros Royal Guard Ira. So that's pretty cool. That means that you get 2 of them. So I like the first effect. It gives power plus 2k if you have an Boros Vanguard grade 3, and you only have to Counterblast 1. And you can make another card on the field have the same name as this card, and that's pretty good as well. Auto RC. Choose a card from your drop zone and put it into the bottom of your deck. Okay, that's always good, because you can put a card from a drop zone to the bottom of the deck. That's kind of recycling cards from drop zone, so that's never bad. When this unit's attack hits a vanguard, you may pay the cost, so it has to hit the vanguard. If you do, look at the 5 cards from the top of your deck, search for up to 1 card with our Boros in its card name from among them, and reveal to your opponent, put it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. So basically, you put a card from your drop zone into the bottom of your deck. If this card's attack hits a vanguard, and then you search for a card with Ouroboros in its card name, you search the top 5 cards, and if you find a card with Ouroboros in its card name among them, you reveal to your opponent, put it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. So it searches, and it gives power, and it clones. So it has the cloning ability, it has power gaining ability, and of course it has the ability to search for Ouroboros, so that's pretty good. And it's already 9k, so 2k becomes 11k, so I like this card a lot. I think this card has potential as well. I think definitely an Ouroboros build, because, you know, obviously this card searches for Ouroboros, so I don't know where else you would run this card, but I like it. The next card is Sunflower Maiden Launi. She's a normal unit, great to intercept, 9000 power, 1 critical, 5000 shield, Neo Nectar. And her flavor text has not been translated. She has Generation Break, Bloom out to RC, Generation Break 1. When your other unit named Sunflower Maiden Launi is placed on RC, choose up to 5 units named Sunflower Maiden Launi and or some Summer Heat Flower Maiden Maryuka, and until the end of turn they get counter RC for each of your units with the Bloom ability. This unit gets power plus 1000. So I like the first ability because it says it's a Generation Break 1, so it's always active almost, so it's not that hard to get. And if you have when your other unit named Sunflower Maiden Laundry is placed on RC, so if you place another one on RC, you can choose up to 5 units with the name Sunflower Maiden Laundry, Sunflower Maiden Launi, and or Summer Heat Flower Maiden Maryuka, and until the end of turn they get, of course, this ability for each of your units with the Bloom ability. This unit gets power plus 1000. This can be actually good, but you have to run, of course, Summer Heat Flower Maiden Maryuka, and you have to run Sunflower Maiden Launi with 4 copies. If you can get a lot of them on the field, this can actually become kind of powerful. Say that you have 2 Sunflower Maiden Launi and Summer Heat Maiden Flower Maiden Maryuka on your field. If you have 2 of each of these, that means that I think they get 4k, 4000k, all of them. So it can be kind of powerful, and she is already 9k, so that can be kind of crazy. I say, Sunflower Maiden Launi, she is pretty good. And if you can get her, 2 cups of her and 2 cups of Summer Heat Flower Maiden Maryuka on the field, I mean, that can be 4k to them, so that's pretty solid. And of course, it has another ability, Counter RC Deck. This card is also treated as a card with the card name Summer Heat Flower Maiden Maryuka. Okay, I mean, this is even better. This ability is, this card is also treated as a card with the card name Summer Heat Flower Maiden Maryuka. So I kind of feel like they have synergy with each other, but this can also be called Summer Heat Flower Maiden Maryuka, which I like. I feel like this card is interesting. I mean, it's a really amazing card, actually. I love this card. I actually want to play around with this card because just the first ability seems to be really powerful. And of course, if you can get Summer Heat Flower Maiden Maryuka, I can go and look at her, actually. We can actually go and look at her a little bit fast. You have her, and I think she's in Absolute Judgment. We're probably gonna review her. Yeah, we're probably going to. I mean, I picked all the cards, so yeah. So I think that's, yeah, no, we never picked her, so okay. We have to look at her then. I mean, I thought we actually did, so. Yeah, this is Summer Heat Flower Maiden Maryuka. She's a grade 3. So, she's a grade 3 normal unit. Twin Drive, 11,000 power, 1 critical Neo Nectar. And her ability is Auto VC 1 turn, Generation Break 1, Soul Blast 1. When your rear guard with the Bloom ability is chosen by your opponent's card effect, you may pay the cost, and if you do, draw a card. So if your opponent chooses one of your cards with a card effect, so say that your opponent has a card that picks one of your cards with a card effect, you can Soul Blast 1 and then you draw a card. That's pretty good. Bloom Auto VC RC. When your other unit named Summer Heat Flower Maiden Maryuka is placed on RC, Choose one of your other units until the end of turn. It gets power plus 3000, and the unit is named Sunflower Maiden Launi. It gets auto RC. When this unit is placed, when this unit attack hits a vanguard, draw a card and soul charge 1. Okay. These two cards actually has synergy. I must have missed this because I must have missed these cards somehow. I don't really know how. But these two cards are really good synergy. I kind of like this card. I mean, Summer Heat Flower Maiden Mariuka is pretty good. I mean, the first ability is all about just Soul Blasting 1. And when an ability targets one of your rear guards, you get to draw a card. So pretty much your opponent's card effect targets one of your rear guards. You Soul Blast 1, you draw a card. Then you have this ability. When your other unit named Summer Heat Flower Maiden Mariuka is placed in RC, choose one of your other units. Until the end of turn, it gets power plus 3000. So when another unit's named Summer Heat Flower Maiden Mariuka is placed in RC, you can give another unit 3000k. And that unit's name, and if that unit's name is Sunflower Maiden Launi, it gets the ability that if its attack hits a vanguard, you get to draw a card and soul charge 1. So, if this card, basically, what it says is, if you pick another card, basically, when your other unit named Summer Heat Flower Maiden Mariuka is placed in RC, choose one of your other units until at the end of turn it gets plus 3k. And if the unit's name is Sunflower Maiden Launi, basically this card, she gets this ability of when its attack hits the vanguard, you get to draw a card and soul charge 1. So that's pretty good. It's actually quite interesting how this has this cool synergy. And of course this has the power of gaining a lot of attack, and I mean, I think these two cards are really interesting. Oh my god, I like these two cards. I might actually want to build a deck around them. I mean, these two really have good synergy with each other, and I like these two cards. I don't really know what to say about them. I mean, this has a lot of potential. This combo has a lot of potential to work, and I feel like, yeah, I like these two cards. But please tell me what you think about these two cards. Do you like these two? I really do. I really do find them interesting. And the last card, well, it's Boros Defensive Wall Sanaelma. She's a normal unit, grade 1, boost, 6000 power, 1 critical, 0 shield, Neo Nectar. And Counterblast 1, when this unit is placed in GC from your hand, if you have a Vanguard or a Boros in its card name, you may pay the cost, and if you do, call 5 cards from the top of your deck to GC, choose one of your Guardians with this same card name as a unit on your VC or RC from among them, from among the Guardians called with this effect, and you may return it to your hand. So basically this card is pretty simple. You Counterblast 1, you call the top 5 cards from your deck to your Guardian circle, and then you choose one of the Guardians with the same card name as one card on your VC or RC. If the one of the Guardians has the same name as a card on VC or RC, and then you put it to your hand. So it's not very, this was not, it's okay. I don't think this is amazing, but yeah, probably in an Ouroboros build, because I think in an Ouroboros build, this card can be really good. But other than that, I think this card, well, amazing artwork and all that, but I mean, yeah, if you want to build an Ouroboros build, I feel like this card has more potential there. But yeah, as I said, like, it's pretty simple, you know. You Counterblast 1, then you call 5 cards from the top of your deck, then you get to choose one of them, and if you have another card with the same card name on VC or RC, you can put it into your hand. Simple, not very interesting, but I think that it has potential. In an Ouroboros build, definitely. But these two are probably my favorites today, but let's go over the cards just a little bit fast. Stealing Yule Knight Estelle is okay, I feel like. Ice Crest Goddess Svava, I mean, Ice Crest Goddess Svava is a little bit good, but not amazing. Secret Elsie is not that good, but she's interesting. Demented Executioner is amazing, and Etch in the Dark is also very good, so I think I like these two a lot. This card's interesting, it's definitely interesting. Kind of like Elsie, she is also very interesting. Maybe you could run one Elsie, and yeah, I think one Elsie and one of these might be actually how you want to run them, but yeah. I like this card. This card I really like, and I like this card as well. I mean, these two are probably my favorite. And Rambling Shade, oh, he's good as well. Like, he's pretty good. I mean, I like these cards a lot. Our Boros card, Irie, is pretty good as well. Love her as well. And our Boros, Defensive Walls, Sanelma, once again, a pretty good card. But the cards that I really like is these two. I think that these two has a lot of potential if you want to play them together. I mean, you have to play them together because they have so much synergy. They have so much combo, and that's what I like about them. But please tell me what you think about these cards. Do you like these rares or do you don't like these rares? I actually love these two. I mean, I just love these two. They are just amazing. But please tell me in the comment section down below. And as always, comment, like, and subscribe.